A Hungry Hunter. It's a restaurant here in town. It's been around for maybe 50, 60 years. So when we first moved here 3 years ago, my husband and I went, this is where all the locals eat. Let's go have some breakfast. We got in there and eventually they seated us. Eventually they brought us menus. Eventually they kind of dropped our orders on the table and walked away. There's no discussion, no smile, no eye contact, minimum contact. The food was decent. I had a ribeye with grits with lots of butter on it and fried eggs. It was the perfect breakfast. I really liked it, but we never went back. The service was terrible. Toastmasters and guests, you are like a server. Oh, yes. We have all encountered the wow server, the person who they just walk by and they just have this beautiful energy. They serve a great meal to you. It's a wonderful experience that makes you go, wow. And you can do something similar and be a wow speaker. They have that great energy and body language, and you can have that as a wow speaker. How do you bring up your energy? I love that Kelly does a dance party before she speaks. I love it. What you can do also to bring up your energy is imagine yourself as a light bulb and you're bringing up the light. That also works. The wow server makes eye contact, makes you feel wonderful because they look right at you, into your face, at your eyes. And that is the sign of a wow speaker also. Something the wow server does is he or she understands the diner. These are the people I can joke with. These are the people I just be very deferential and give them their great experience, but they understand their audience. Just like the wow speaker, you understand your audience, what works with them and what doesn't. And they also understand their menu. A really good server understands the menu. What are they offering? What does the food taste like? What can they recommend? Well, you, as the wow speaker, you need to understand your menu, your material, inside and out. If you go to Long He in Lahaina, they don't hand you a menu. They're all memorized by the wait staff. Yes. What a great server does is they establish a relationship with you. And what a great speaker does is they establish a great relationship with you. See those similarities? Well, now that we've talked about that, let's talk about the meal. Something even better than grits and ribeye. Let's start with the menu. The menu option is your title. Kelly, the purple imposter. Dustin, are weddings dangerous or hazardous to your health? These are great titles, just like in the menu. Ooh, that item looks good. And then you go a little further for the description, and the description is your introduction. Did you notice in my introduction, I had follow the breadcrumbs, acrobats, jugglers, fireworks, just added a little bit of wow to that introduction. That is the beginning, because then we move on to the appetizer, the main course, and the dessert, which is your opening, your main body, and your conclusion of your speech. Don't you love these analogies? Start, the very first sentence that you say in your speech is the hook. It's what we do to pull people in, connect with our audience. It could be a rhetorical question, something that just has some drama to it, a story. Ooh, like the Hungry Hunter story I started with. The main course. Oh, the main course, full of all kinds of delicious goodies. You, remember I said you, the wow speaker, you creates the shared experience, rhetorical questions, games, exercises, facts. Did you know that a happy, healthy earthworm can live 10 to 15 years? Amazing. Did you know that men in their 30s today have the testosterone levels of a 60-year-old man in the 1980s? That's another wow. Not a great wow, but still a wow. And then add spice, add fun, because when the fun stops, the learning stops. Make it fun. The special sauce in your main course is love. I used to write advertising copy for and do the voiceovers for commercial real estate, jets, RVs, wedding venues, you name it, I did it. But when I wrote it, I had to find something that either I loved or the clients and customers would love. So it has to be something with love. Bring out that love in your speech. And then people are going, wow. The dessert is your closing. It can be a call to action. Here's a visual, picking the cherries from your speech and using that for the cherry on top in your closing. You can be a wow speaker. You can serve that wow meal. And as a tip, your audience gets to digest your message in full, and they will either say out loud or to themselves, wow. Toastmaster,